Hello everyone, today I want to talk about some of the mods and accessories I've gotten for my bike so far. Let's take a look. Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about some of the modifications I've done to my bike, as well as some of the accessories I've gotten for it. For each mod or accessory, I'll tell you where I got it. I'll give you a tiny review specifying the things I like or dislike about the item, and I'll tell you if I think it's worth for you to get it for your own bike. There'll be a link in the description for each item I mention here, and also, as is the case with all my videos, there are timestamps below so that you may skip around as you see fit. Let's kick things off with the phone mount. I spent a lot of time researching lots and lots of phone mounts, and I landed on this one. The quad lock motorcycle phone mount. I'm really happy with it. I was looking for three things: quality, sturdiness, and ease of use, and this mount checks all three of those boxes. It is very high quality, it is very sturdy on the bike, and it's very easy for you to put your phone on it and take it off. There is, however, a dark side to this phone mount, and it is the price. Man, this is a very pricey phone mount. Now, the mount itself is $60. That's okay, but you have to get a case for it that is sold separately, and the case is $30. So right there, you're at $90. That is almost a sin. My goodness, that is a lot of money for a phone mount. And that's not all. Due to the vibration on a motorcycle, the stabilization on a phone camera may be damaged, and so what Quad Lock does is they have yet a third piece that you can buy from this, and it's $20. It is a vibration dampener, and what it does is it dampens the vibration a little bit so that the stabilization of the camera does not get the brunt of it. And right there, you are at $110 for a phone mount. So the question is it worth it? It's a tough choice. I mean, I think this is probably the best phone mount that there is. It's everything I wish a phone mount would be, so I think it's worth every single penny. However, I do have a problem recommending it to people just because of how expensive it is. So here's what I'll say: if you have the money, go ahead and buy it. This is probably the best phone mount there is. If you don't have the money though, still buy it and make sure your significant other doesn't know about it. Up next is the M4 Tech 1 carbon exhaust. I've mentioned this in a couple of my other videos, so if you've been watching them, this needs no introduction. If you're new to my channel though, then let me show you how this thing sounds. I am very happy with this exhaust. I got it from eBay and the link is below, and there isn't really much to say about it. The price is fair, the quality is good, the company, it looks like the company does value quality control, which I like, and I mentioned that in my review. Bottom line is, this is a high quality exhaust, it looks good, it sounds awesome, the price is fair. If you're thinking of getting an exhaust, you cannot go wrong with this one. Alright, my next mod is this tank pad, and this is a very interesting one. I got it from Amazon for super cheap. It was only $10, and it had a lot of bad reviews when I got it, and I took a gamble. I said, hey, it's only $10. If I don't like it, I can just take it off. If it doesn't work, okay, it's only $10. I'm okay with that. But interestingly enough though, mine was really good. It looks gorgeous, it's awesome, and it stuck to my tank really well. The main two complaints that the negative reviews had was, number one, the adhesive did not come attached to the pad. So what you had to do, according to them, was that you had to take the adhesive, peel it off, and then stick it to the pad, and then take that and stick it to the tank. Mine did not come like that. In my case, the adhesive was already on the pad, so all I had to do was peel it off and stick it to the tank. So maybe, just maybe, perhaps the company listened to the bad reviewers and they fixed that problem. Now, the other thing that they were complaining about was that the adhesive itself was not sticky enough. And again, in my case, I installed this last year and it's still going strong. It hasn't peeled one single bit. It's been perfect. So again, it looks like maybe, just maybe, the company did listen to the bad reviewers and they fixed their product. Now take this with a grain of salt. It may have as well happened that perhaps they have different batches of this and some of them are good and some of them are bad. But again, it's only $10, so it's absolutely worth it, and this thing looks very, very good. Next is the Öhlins steering damper, and for this I don't really have a lot to say. I mean, it is what it is. This is a steering damper and it is supposed to reduce the chances of you getting into one of these. That is called a tank slapper, and it usually doesn't end well when a rider gets one of those. So I wanted to protect myself, and so I invested in one of these. I think they are worth every single penny. I plan on going to the track, and so this is going to provide all the stabilization that I need, and there really isn't much to say here. Worth it? I say yes. Next is a pair of Swingarm spools that I got. They're these ones, and they're not good. They feel plasticky, they feel cheap, they don't come with washers. I don't understand why. And they're made for the Kawasaki ZX-6R. However, they're green, and that green does not match the Kawasaki green in the Kawasaki ZX-6R. So I was not very happy about that. They're not very expensive. I think I paid like $20 for them. I'm gonna put the link below so that you can see how much exactly they are, but they're not something I would recommend. And finally, last on this list is this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous crash cage from ImpakTech. Now let's talk about the good and the bad. First, the good. This adds a lot of protection to the bike, so in case I drop it or in case I'm in a crash, I feel this bike is going to be really, really protected. Number two, the cage looks really, really good. I know that that's subjective and beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but I like the ruggedness that it adds to the bike. I like that the green matches the accent color of the bike. It's just really, really nice. Number three, this comes with lifetime warranty. So if the cage ever breaks or bends, ImpakTech is going to give me another one for free. Now, when it comes to the bad, I have or had one major complaint about it, and it is the weight. The cage is a bit heavy, and you're gonna feel that the very first time you ride your bike after installing it. I felt that. I felt it a lot, to the point where it almost felt unsafe. It almost felt like I couldn't swerve the bike quickly enough if I had to, because it was so heavy and it took time for the bike to swerve. I've been riding the bike for about a month and a half since I installed the cage, and I no longer feel like that. Right now, I feel like I could swerve the bike really quickly if I had to. So I think it just takes time for you to get past that initial weight gain that you feel after switching to the bike with the cage. Other than that, the cage is great. So question is it worth it? Well, it's $430. But it's $430 you're going to pay only one time. So if you want a cage, this is probably the way to go. Alright guys, that's been it. Please let me know if you'd like me to go into more detail about any of these items here. I'll see you next time.